Hello. I just finished putting my plow on. So, didn't do it for no reason though. Got a few inches of snow out there. Supposed to get maybe a foot or so. Decided to do a quick walk around video of my tractor. It's far from stock at this point. If you are familiar with Wheelhorses, you'll probably notice right away that it's not a 312 front axle, or wheels, or tires, or seat. This is all from a 520, and it also has reduction steering. It's hard to see. Let me get a light. But there it is. Ooh, I should actually move my fuel line too, because it's about to get gobbled up. Anyway, yeah, so this is all converted. If you're gonna do this conversion, it does require that you pull this engine off, because you're not gonna get that fan gear in or the old one out first. There's another bolt. There you can see it right there. That holds the pin for your axle to swing on. And then on the other side of that pin is a C-clip. You can see that. It's right there. A couple things I didn't know about. I did have the manual, service manual for this. That helped. I welded up those foot plates for it. 1/8" diamond plate I had left over. Tractor runs awesome, and this one actually does have the bigger 1 1/8" axles under there. This I welded up. It's a 2" receiver hitch that doubles as my attach-o-matic for the rear, and it's in there, and then I just welded up a little bracket for those suitcase weights. Don't worry about the green bleeding through. Those are 44 and change a piece. Call it 45, so 180 right there, and then about 75 per wheel for another 150. It pushes just fine. No need for chains. I'm real happy with the swept front axle conversion. Those tires have kind of had it, but they're good enough for now. As far as the plow goes, this is not a 520 plow in that it does not have the extension that goes on the back there. And I'll show you guys how close it comes to this swept front axle. I'll lift it up. So if we lift that, and now obviously these wheels are straight, fairly straight. That's locked. Just about touching. So I think my solution is going to be, rather than I could fabricate the extension for it, and eventually I might, but for now I'm just gonna do some kind of a bump stop in here that will limit the travel. I'm thinking a bolt with like 2 welded hooks that catch here and here. Obviously I gotta be mindful of that that rod that controls your left to right. Give myself clearance for that, and I'll have to play with it and see where these wheels land when you're turning. This is all new to me. This will be the first time I've used it. Put any real time on it with the big axle on the front, let alone plowing with it. Those skis are definitely the culprit. It could be a matter of moving those. I'd rather not. Those are, welded into that channel. So I don't know if I want to move those. Could. Again, I think I'll just do the easiest route, or eventually do the extension and then the relocation for that arm. But anyway, we'll see. Try it out tomorrow afternoon and see how it goes. In the meantime, I'll probably have to jam something in there. I don't know what. I got plenty of nuts and bolts I can sacrifice. But as far as this being a custom tractor, it very much is. That's not original. I welded studs onto the muffler, and that's a heat shield off of an old 400 series from the 80s. And not that I'm much for chrome on anything. I do like that. I like the heat shield on that Nelson muffler. But it's just a great tractor. I've posted some other videos of it pulling a chain harrow uphill through loose terrain. I really had to weigh it down, meaning the chain harrow, to get it to dig in, and this thing just didn't miss a beat. But it is cool, having that 520 front stance is nice. Lengthens your wheelbase a bit, obviously, makes the tractor wider, so it gives you more stability. And it looks good, looks great. I'm kind of landlocked in here as far as getting a good shot of it, but it looks nice. When I got it, it had the smaller rear wheels, the more round turf tires, which I didn't care for at all. And eventually I put ags on those wheels, and then came across, I think those 8-inch wheels. Those came off of a 1848 Wheelhorse workhorse that I sold but kept the wheels. And then the front axle, guy had all the steering components. I got that, and then the seat came off 520 that I sold, and I sent the seat that was on this with that tractor. And I have a 37-inch deck and bagger, and I did have a 2-stage snowblower for this, but I sold it. Just didn't use it. It's big. The plow is fast, and without having a cab, it threw the snow a country mile, and really was awesome. 12 horsepower was plenty, but without the reduction steering, it was kind of hard to steer. That snowblower is almost 300 pounds. And without a cab, man, it just blows right back at you. So I sold that. I'm real happy with the plow. I didn't put that the little extension on there, but whoever did it did a hell of a job. It's aluminum, so it didn't add much weight, at least nothing I can notice. But yeah, I got a good size. I got about a 60-foot driveway. I do a couple 100 feet of sidewalk here, and it does an awesome job, and it really makes it fun. So anyway, if you're thinking about converting one of these Wheelhorse classics, and that goes for the 3 Series, 4 Series, and the B Series from the 70s to the early 80s, it's not bad. I didn't think I'd have to take the engine off, but I did. Obviously I did, and it wasn't bad to do. I just picked at it at like 20 minutes here and 20 minutes there when I had time, and it was good. It was fun, we'll get it out there tomorrow and see what it does. I'm sure I'll make a video. But you know, I'm thinking about having custom decals made, calling it a 512/8, which really it is, because if you bought a doesn't have the decals, doesn't have the instrument gauge, the cool hood, or obviously the engine, which is the biggest part of a 500 series tractor. But if you bought a 528, same transmission, same rear end, same big axles, 7 less horsepower. Oh, 8 less horsepower. There you go.